Fabric Tip Friday. Gonna cover something a little different today. I guess everyone in here knows what that is. Right there. It happened to me about 2 days ago. That's a sag, not a run. It's a sag. It just I hadn't had a run or a sag like this in about 6 months, but it happens. I know you're thinking, well, who painted that? Surely not the owner of Airtech. He don't have that stuff. If you followed me around 1 week of painting, you'd think, well, that idiot don't know how to paint at all. I mean, I always have these stupid mistakes, but this one happened. I had a part in a rotator, and I rotated it up vertical, and the temperature was a little low. I was laying it on a little thicker than I should have, but luckily, it's in a area that's going to be another stripe on here. But I'm going to cover what it takes to cure this problem, the right way to cure this problem. Now, you'll have people that will tell you sand it out and rebuff it. I have people that can do single stages, but with ours, until I physically see someone that can come here and do it, I'm gonna say you're not gonna ever buff it out to this shine again. You'll get it very close. If the whole airplane was buffed, you'd think it was shiny, but if it's right against this, I've yet to see it at this date. That ain't to say it can't be done. I've tried various products and various type buffers. So with that said, when you have this problem, you're gonna have to sand it and repaint or find an area to mark off and repaint. Let me see here, pull this up a little bit. Here's gonna be, let's just let this is an exaggerated deal, but say we're looking horizontal at the paint. And here's the run. First thing you're gonna do is roll up some sandpaper, and you're already mad, and you're gonna be sanding a little hard because you're mad and aggravated at yourself. And you're gonna start sanding on this, but you're gonna start sanding over here, and you're gonna start sanding over here, and here's gonna be that little shiny spot, and here's gonna be that shiny spot that you're trying to get this down to where you're going. Well, what happens is if you're not careful, you start getting down into your paint here, getting down into your paint here. Now this is exaggerated, but once you get it out, you've got a thickness deal going on here that if you repaint a whole surface, there's gonna be a little weird spot in there. So this is just something that I do. You can take a sandpaper and roll it up real stiff and treat it like what we call block sanding. But if you go to not your normal part store, but a store that has a lot of paint supplies, automotive, get one of these little deals here. It's called a nib file. What it is, it's got a block of, looks like a regular file. Now this is a real old one here. It's not, but when they're brand new, they're like a normal file, but they're almost like a razor. You have to be careful not to run your thumb that way across them. But come in different forms. I see some in plastic that take a razor blade and kind of bow it in a U shape, but I like these good because they're flat, and that file block is like a razor. And what you do is you just get on top of that, and it has a little direction, which direction you're gonna go, but you just start blocking the top of that down. And you'll slowly, it's so many of them, it ain't like one blade gonna dig in, it's a lot of them, and you're just working it down, and you'll work down to where you'll get really close to where you can just sand the last little bit out. And that way you're only taking off of the top of that run. And usually you wanna let it cure for a day or two, not go too early at it. This one is pretty old and been wore down, but I'll use it to, you just kind of rub that, and you'll start seeing the shavings come off and everything. And I can already see it taking the top of it down a little bit. And it just gives you more control to at least take just the run down, and then you'll be able to sand things smooth. Just thought I'd cover that. It's kind of got me aggravated today, but I'll get over it. Thank you.